Hey guys, welcome back for another video. I'm excited for this one because we have the latest vying product for value leader. This is the Hycomm H2, both a Bluetooth communication system and what most people use for getting good sound into your helmet so you can listen to music, take phone calls, hear your navigation prompts, and all that kind of good stuff. And of course, talk to others. We're gonna unbox it here real quick, throw it on the helmet, take it out for a ride. Oh, it's a good size. It's a little bit larger than the typical budget models. And then we're gonna throw it on the bench and run it through our standard tests. And I will put all of its info up on twowheelobsession.com, where I have charts and comparisons for all the units that I've tested. So definitely check that out. That's everything in the box. Whew, man, I'm getting a whiff of tube of super glue I left open. That is strong stuff. All right, first of all, the unit itself. We have rubberized clicky buttons, 2 on the side. This has a built-in FM radio, and I love seeing a dedicated button for that. I'm a fan of FM radios. I've mentioned this before, but when I do a bike trip, you know, I get tired of my, man, where is that glue? That is no joke. I get tired of my playlists, and I like to listen to local stations here and there. I've got a helmet icon here, probably for communicating to another rider, and then a button here for the phone, and a little LED here, and your dedicated volume buttons up on top. Also love to see that. And I would imagine that's hold and press to differentiate between track and volume. Hopefully they do it right, and one tap will be track and hold will be volume. We'll see. Then we have a USB flap on the bottom, should be a C. A little difficult to open. Oh, okay, wrong side, my bad. And it is. And we don't have any rubber gasket here, so hopefully it's on the cord. Oh, it's interesting. We've got a Cena-esque type flip up and why is that on a ratchet? Antenna. I was afraid I was breaking it there first. I've never seen one on a ratchet. It's kind of like it's got a lot of resistance both up and down. That's why I thought I was breaking it at first. Interesting. Usually they're on a spring. With the Cena, you just kind of flip the edge and it'll go doink and then stay up, and then you just push it back down. But this will stay anywhere you put it. All right. So we got all the usual stuff, fully water and dust proof, fast charging, looks like just a simple snap-on connector here. Let's take a look at the accessories. Standard 40mm speakers. Even the super budget ones have been very impressive for volume and clarity, so I don't expect anything different with this. That's interesting. A little clear sheath on the microphone here. Standard barrel connector. And a nice solid mic assembly. We've got double-sided Velcro tape and a lot of foam, but that is all microphone. USB charging cord, self-adhesive and spacers for the speakers, excuse me, and the same clear sheath on the speakers itself. Not sure if I'm a fan of that. If it's, yeah, I was gonna say if it's going out to the extension, because you're gonna see some of this wrapping around your helmet. I'd rather have that be standard black, but minor complaint there. And we don't have any O-ring on the connector. That's interesting. So there is a slight chance of water intrusion in here since you don't have any gasket material. Very unlikely that it's going to make its way up and under the underside, but just know that is open. Interesting. Speakers themselves, again, very solid. Tiny little Velcro center on the back, but it does extend all the way to the edge in hard plastic. Pretty lightweight. There's hardly anything to them. Most of them we've seen in have pretty good magnet structures. These are almost non-existent as far as a magnetic field. So we'll see how clear they go and how loud they go. That is a direct correlation to those things. Should have 2 brackets and a boom mic. Boom mic again has the clear sheath and a big traditional, as we've seen, square microphone under the large foam cover, and very good holding in the boom itself. No problems there. We've got our self-adhesive curved clip and a temporary actual clip. Let's see how it goes on. That's what I was afraid of. I didn't see any really aligning mechanism. It's got a wobble to it. So that does not actually secure into the clip. It has a lot of tolerance. But when you're talking 50 bucks for a comm unit, well, that's not too unusual. All right, let's throw it on the helmet. So something here I only noticed once I put it on the helmet, there's no way to open the antenna if it's installed. There's no release. So if you do need the antenna, if you're going to be using to actually talk to other riders, you're going to have to take it off, flip the antenna up, and then reattach it to the helmet. And with the speaker and mic wire connected, you can see it is not the best look. It doesn't matter what you do with this, you're going to see it, and it just looks wrong. And this is not confidence inspiring, besides looking like crap. So far, this is showing promise, but they're missing the ball on some key points. Let's go on the road. All right, I've been cruising around, taking a listen to everything, going through my test tracks. Quality-wise, thankfully, it's doing very well indeed. It is just loud enough. It's up there with, I'd say, the top 80% of units as far as volume goes. It does have quite a bit of distortion, though, on a lot of passages. It doesn't have to be a big bass hit. It can just be anything loud. Even just the opening here of Sabrina Carpenter's Please, 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 which is a hot track on its own, but usually there's only a couple spots in it that exhibit the distortion, but it's coming off in quite a bit of this particular track. So it tells me that this doesn't have a lot of amplification. The overall sound quality is okay. It's your typical headset. There's no stereo image. Frequency response is decent. It sounds a bit muffled. And by that I mean it's bass heavy, but not because of a bass rise. It's because of a treble roll off. So even female vocals, they kind of sound like there's a blanket over the speaker, that kind of thing. But I can hear vocals, I can hear navigation prompts, so that part is just fine. And for this kind of price point, you know, I'd like to say it doesn't matter, but there are multiple $50 and under units out there that deliver a little bit more than this as far as features and quality. So it's going to be a tough sell. Anyway, that's going to do it for this review. Stay tuned. Got more stuff coming up. See you next time.